Hi guys, in this video I'm going to give you some help with problem 1 where we have a monopolist graph, and where this is a little bit different I want to point out is in the ones you have in your book, and the ones you're probably going to see more look like this, where you have an average, let me just jump back, where you have an average total cost curve that's U-shaped and a marginal cost curve that looks like an upward sloping supply. In this case, the one you have for your homework, and it's one of the free response questions from a prior AP exam, your marginal cost curve equals your average total cost equals your, let me jump back here, equals your a marginal cost. So this just is telling us that in this, whatever they're producing, they can produce as much as they want and the cost does not change at all. So the cost is going to be $20 per unit no matter how many units. So that's what that's telling you. So you have a flat zero slope marginal cost, average total cost, long range average total cost curve. Okay, so let me get that out of the way for now. So now the first thing we want to do here is just figure out, in order for this firm to maximize its profits, what does it want to produce at what price, and what would the allocatively efficient quantity be? In other words, where would they have to produce to have zero deadweight loss? Okay, so we want to find the point where marginal revenue equals marginal cost, and that's right here. So we can see we have a quantity of 4, and then if we extend that line up to the market demand, we see that we have a price of 40. So that's where, so this is where the firm is going to maximize their profits. Now, where do we have a point, or what point is going to be allocatively efficient? That's going to be where marginal cost equals price right here. And that's where you're going to experience zero deadweight loss. Okay. At the profit maximizing quantity from part A1 or AI, is the monopolist experiencing economies of scale? Well, when you think about what that is, jump back over here, what that is, in order for a firm to experience quantities or economies of scale, that means as they produce more, the marginal cost should come down. And in this case right here, or the average total, I should say the average total cost should decrease. And in this case right here, as this firm increases its production from 5 to 6 to 8 to 10, average total cost remains constant. So they are not experiencing economies of scale, because average total cost remains constant, does not decrease no matter how many of the units that they produce. Okay, what's next? Part C. Now we're going to assume that the monopolist produces 10 units. Using the numbers given in the graph, calculate each of the following: the monopolist economic profit, their consumer, or the consumer surplus, and the deadweight loss. Okay, so we're going to produce at 10 units. So we need to find that point, which is right here. And then we know that the price, or the, I should say, well, at this point right here, actually 10, I'm sorry, we're here on the demand curve. Price is here. Price is here. Let me grab that guy. Wrong guy. This guy. Price is here. Because, well, I keep saying that wrong. Price, if we're going to produce at 10, our price is going to be $10. Okay? So let me just be clear on that. if this monopolist is forced to produce a quantity of 10 units, they're going to charge a price of $10 per unit, but their average total cost is 20 per unit. So they're going to experience an economic loss because their price is below average total cost. And always remember, average total cost includes opportunity cost or implicit cost. So however far the price is below average total cost is going to be the economic loss. If price is above average total cost, and then the firm will experience economic profits. So you simply have to figure out the area of this loss area, which is $10 times 10, right? And that's the negative loss that they're going to experience. Okay. So what would the consumer surplus be? Well, that's simple. That's just going to be the area above price and below the market demand. So let's just move that guy right here. So if consumers are paying a price of 10 and the demand curve is here, then this whole area is going to be your consumer surplus. And I'll let you guys figure out, and for your answer, you're going to need to do the math to figure out the area of that large green triangle. Okay, I'll let you do that. And I think that's it for part C. Okay. Part D. Where'd it go? Where am I here? Oh yeah, here we go. Oh no, it's not it. Sorry. We want to figure out the dead weight loss. Okay, well, that's simple enough. This is the loss. This is the loss in terms of economic profit. So the only part of that loss that's not part of consumer surplus, the only part that's a weight loss or completely lost to a society is a dead weight loss right here. Okay, because it's not part of the consumer surplus. So you just simply need to figure out the area in numbers of this triangle right here, and that's going to give you your dead weight loss. Okay. I got confused there. Okay, a D. Okay. At what quantity is demand unit elastic? All right, well, this is not in your book, I don't think. So we're thinking about price elasticity of demand, which is a quantity change in, a percentage change in quantity demanded over the percentage change in the price. So the simple answer is, let me grab my green guy here, my green dot. The simple answer is you're going to be unit elastic, or you're going to have an elasticity of 1. Percentage change of the quantity of demanded is going to equal percentage change in quantity change, percentage change in price, I should say, where marginal revenue is 0, because that's where you max out your total revenue, and the change, a marginal revenue is the change in a total revenue, and where total revenue is maximum is where this curve is at a slope of 0, which means a change of 0. So that's why at that point your marginal revenue is 0, and that is the point where on your demand curve you are unit elastic. So if we jump back up here to our graph that we're using, that's going to be right here, right? So you can see clearly what the quantity is. Now, I want to just briefly explain why that is. As you move in this graph from producing 0 to a 6. As you produce more, your total revenue is increasing. It is increasing. So your price elasticity is elastic. It's over 1. Because as you increase your quantity, your price is coming down, or the percentage change in the price is decreasing less. Let me make sure I said that right. Yeah, because you're actually going from here to here on your demand. So your price is coming down and your quantity is going up, but the percentage change in the quantity, because they're lower quantities, from this point from 0 to 6 is higher than the percentage change in terms of the price, which is coming down as you go from here to here. So your total revenue is going to increase because your quantity is increasing more than your price is decreasing. Now, from this point right here, it's 1 to 1. Okay, that's why a marginal revenue is 0. The change in the total revenue right there is 0. From this point on, your quantity, percentage change in the quantity is going to be less than your percentage change in the price. So in other words, from a quantity of 6 to 12, as you produce more, the price is going to drop as a percentage more than your quantity is going to increase as a percentage. So your total revenue starts to decrease as you produce more than 6. And that's why from this point on, your demand curve is inelastic, less than 1. Okay? All right. What else? We need to, we want to suppose that the monopolist is able to perfectly price to discriminate, and we want to know where it's going to, what point is it going to produce to maximize its profit, and what would its profit be, and what would the consumer surplus be. Okay, let's jump back over here and move all this out of the way. Where they would produce would be right here. Okay, so where price, they're going to produce where price equals a marginal cost, because when you perfectly price discriminate, you're able to charge everyone exactly what they would pay. So if you can sell 2 units at a 50, then you would sell them to these 2 buyers. You would sell 4 at 40, 5 at 35, and 6 at 30. You would sell at $20. You would sell 8. So you're able to sell units for the maximum price that a consumer is willing to pay all along the demand curve. So your profit is going to be this total triangle. This is going to be the economic profit of the monopoly if they're able to perfectly price discriminate. Now, if they're doing that, then there is absolutely no or zero consumer surplus, because every consumer is paying the maximum that they would be willing to pay, because you're charging a different price depending on what each person would pay. So you have this green, a triangle would be your profit, your economic profit, and there would be no, or there'd be zero consumer surplus. Okay,